Hello and welcome, everybody. We will be dropping in here very shortly, so please bear with us. I'm going to kick up the volume a little bit more. Tonight, we're going to be doing the Apex Legends Proving Grounds Ladies' Night. We are finally into the month of February. January was nothing short of exciting, so hopefully, we've got all of that action back here for you today. A little refresher for those of you who did not tune in, Minions actually won the January event with 87 points. So bear with me, let me just kick up the music a little and we'll be dropping momentarily. King, if you want to talk about this off stream, totally fine, but we are in the middle of an event. It wouldn't be Apex Legends without a little bit of trolling, so totally okay if we've got a fake chaotic in here. I'm going to try and start this game again, and we'll get into game number 1. Did have a couple teams kind of drop out last minute, unfortunately, so we will be running an 18-team lobby. Still going to be a blast. King, if you would like to add me on Discord, it is mazida pound 0001. And we can talk literally anytime I'm not doing an event. But for those of you who are just joining us, as I had mentioned earlier on in the stream, this is the Apex Legends Proving Grounds. This is Ladies' Night. Going to be the second month now that we've done this in a row. Did take a little break over the holidays, but we're back, we're ready, and the ladies are locked, loaded, and hitting shots like never before. Quick reminder of last month's results. Team Minions did take first with 87. EOS did take second with 54. And JSA came in to round out the top 3, sitting at an even 50. In between breaks, I tried to set up a scene so that I can show everybody the leaderboard during the event. Give everybody eyes on. I do have a little bit of delay as well, so apologies if I don't respond to you in chat right away. But Pamke and Pretty Bond, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. All right, here we are, game number 1. We've got everybody in game. Let's pull up the map, see where everyone's going to drop off of RIP. One thing that we did introduce for this month's Ladies' Night is we actually allowed a map that they could draw on, thanks to the Apex Legends status website. Huge shout out to ALS. So the ladies were able to kind of predetermine where they're going to drop instead of, via text in a channel. A nice little visual asset so that everybody has an idea of maybe I don't drop over on Down Beast because there's 2 other teams going there. Granted, we will see a couple contests, especially once we get over to World's Edge, but we are here on Storm Point for the next 2 games. If there is anybody you'd like me to hop over and take an eye on, please feel free to let me know via chat. One team I do want to jump on board with is actually Team Passion. Phenomenal job last month. Mistopy had a little bit of a highlight reel over here on Storm Point, so we'll keep on board with them. We've got Jen with so much passion. So much. I did see Kamor. I don't know where they had actually dropped, but I did see them shooting. Here we go. Drop on over here. She actually was able to pick up a Diva with an R3 off of RIP. Let's spot what looks to be a Seer out in the distance. Unable to make the full connection on that. So he's going to sit back, hold off on those pods for just a second. Gwen able to use that brand new Battle Pass charge rifle. If you've yet to finish the Battle Pass, make sure you do. Season 15 ends in 3 days. Tuesday's going to be a whole new day for Apex Legends. Jump on board over here. We're going to keep an eye on JNY. We do have advantage for height here in this building. Narnia is going to fall. 4-pod going to hit some beautiful shots. Going to drop down. Might need to re-heal there. Yosabi hitting the Devo from distance. Unable to make the full connection. Sit back, reset a little bit. Does have those 30-30 shots raining down from above. Might be able to get one of these cells off, hiding just below this little head glitch. Micros are going to come out, stop the rest of those heals. They do have eyes on that. 4-pod's going to actually go for the revive. Revive you'll love to see early in game. Still 18 full teams up. Yowasabi, unfortunately, is going to fall. 4-pod able to make some of those connections, hitting the EVA 8. Going to go for the 30-30 hip fire. One of my favorite guns to hip fire with, I have to say. Beautiful shots come through from 4-pod. Narnia. Let's throw out the 0. Gets the 3 enemies. They will have to recover that banner. Plenty of time left to do so. A couple of those R9 shots connecting for a little bit of flesh. The shield battery somehow was missed as they ran through. That L-Star's not going to connect for everything, and right as I say that, it does connect for everything. JNY able to eliminate guess who? Keep an eye on... We'll jump up to... Let this work. Keep an eye on the Sugar Mommies as they get ready to engage in a little bit of an action here. Use that Valkyrie, go up top. It's going to be Velk v Velk, the flatline hipfire, getting ready to get nerfed in just a couple days. Use it while you can. A beautiful Peacekeeper shot. Fade away. Zenobia's going to bounce around, see if they can't get eyes on potentially where those other 2 players left. Does look like they took the cannon. They're out for now. I'm going to call PETA if we keep shooting these Prowlers. I swear I'll do it. Jenner Candy getting ready to get themselves into an engagement here. The Gibraltar all coming down. Does a great job of either forcing a fight or gatekeeping a fight. Gonna land for 50 on that Bloodhound off in the distance. Great shots out of Fear Jenner. Look like they've actually jump over here to Wonder Nikki. They do have beautiful positioning as far as this fight was concerned. They had him off in 3 different areas. So 3 different beautiful angles. The Prowler gonna come through. Huge fan of the Prowler. Gonna miss a couple of those shots just at the very end there. Your Jenner's team able to get away. Wonder Nikki does take the high ground. And as they get ready to move off, there's actually 2 teams over here. So we do have Team Milk, who did lose the chaotic much. Jenner's team still trying to get out of here. Nothing happening just yet. We do have a relatively large cluster up here at top, and it does look like Passion's going to get ready to get into a fight, so we'll jump on board with them. Autumn using that 30-30 with the 3x from range. Was able to find herself a gold 30-30.
I spotted an enemy.
Dystopy's going to fall back, try and heal up that blue shield just a little bit. Do have 2 teammates on purple Evos already. This is about to be the biggest fight right here. Right as we get ready to walk into Jurassic, there's a team in Jurassic already, and there are 4 teams on the outside gate alone. Team 12, Gwen and Kamor, making up 2 out of 3 of last month's winners. Team Minions are missing Natty from today's roster, but Missy able to sub in. Definitely will be one of the teams to watch. If you want to jump over on board Milk, though, they do have a team that they're getting ready to push up towards Jurassic right now. And unfortunately, it does look like the zone damage will come through there. Wonder Nikki able to get that final bleed out, get that confirmed kill for the 2 kill points for her team, sitting in 13th already with 1 kill point guaranteed. We'll jump back over to, I'm just going to say Partial Minions. I think that's a good team name. Don't see anybody coming back into Jurassic just yet. They do have 2 teams outside of zone right now, so they will have to keep an eye on those. And I will jump over here, as unfortunately we jumped in at the end of the fight, and Passion was eliminated just outside of zone by Team Sirens. You have Miss Exodia, Team EOS, sitting down here, looking very comfortable in the mill. They've kind of got this outside edge play coming up. Going to be able to slowly rotate their way into the down beast over here, where it does look like we've got Winks all set up with CLW. Winks put up a couple great plays in last month's event. Sitting on only 36 damage currently, a full team of purple Evo shields. Let's see, they've got a little ways to go to level them up, but certainly nothing that can't happen here once we get into this next zone. 14, we do have a couple console players that have joined us tonight for the Apex Legends Proving Grounds Ladies Night.
Enemy spotted. It looks small.
Nobody doing too much of anything just yet. You want to get those Wave 1 fights kind of out of the way so that you can go into Wave 2 kind of kitted and equipped. Quite a few teams able to do that. We did start with 18 teams, only lost a couple so far. And as you can see here, thanks to Odd, we do have ourselves a beautiful second circle. It's going to be a down beast focal point.
Another bogey.
Nothing just yet. Everybody kind of poking and prodding. Seeing what everybody has for shields, maybe burning some of those resources a little early on. As Odd's going to take some beautiful shots. Team Winks up here. Beautiful longbow shots from range. Been a rather large fan of the longbow as of late.
There's someone over there.
Not something I normally found myself doing for the first, I think, 14 seasons of Apex. I would go out of my way to avoid snipers. And I don't know what happened this season. I've just really enjoyed the longbow. Probably a little Nicewig influence. Won't lie. You see Sirens rotating in. They want their real estate in the next zone. Was able to take out part of Minions. Or part of Passion, excuse me. They do have some kill points to their name. Sitting on a nice, comfortable 4 points between kill points and placement. Not a bad way to start the day. As long as you can go into the game, earn yourself a couple placement points, and Hey, maybe a couple kill points as well. Not a bad way to start the day. Some 30-30 shots are going to come out from Angie. Just going to kind of test the waters. Never hurts to do that, especially when you've got a gold 30-30 in the bag.
Hey, thanks.
Gold magazine's going to auto-reload even if it's in your backpack. Beyond helpful in situations where you might have potentially forgotten to reload before you push into a fight.
We should head that way. Let's check this quadrant.
We are going to be seeing some action over here very shortly in Down Beast. I do want to see what Jade is up to. Jade might be able to use that Horizon ult to keep the team off of her back. Unfortunately, not going to happen. We might lose Jade very shortly, as it's going to be Cookie Dog.
We could jet over there.
The Sugar Mommies, who we actually kept an eye on for a little bit earlier.
Let's go over there.
Gonna call out that Velk rotation, and they are out of here. EOS is kind of rotated a little beyond Down Beast. That beautiful Anvil receiver, excuse me, well, I can't talk coming through. We are down to the top 10 squads. So all teams now have at least guaranteed themselves 2 placement points, which we've seen before in months past can be ever crucial as we get further into the scoring of today's event. There will be 5 games played. So these first 2 games we're going to play over here on Storm Point, and then we'll swap over to World's Edge for the remainder. In addition, tonight's ladies are fighting for their shot at the $500 prize pool. First place will take home $300. Second will take home $150, excuse me, and third will take home $50. Still pizza money, still counts. You can add it to your winnings. Back over here with part of Team Minions. They do have high ground. Beautiful charge rifle shot's going to come through. They're almost able to down that bang, just missing a couple connections. Kamor struggling to stay alive, down to a literal one-shot. Missy, the sub for tonight's Team Minions, able to keep them going. Keeps those shots flying off. That's going to be a little ash throw over here. We don't got to worry about that. Sugar Mommies are going to lose 1. Cookie Dog inside. You'll see that Horizon all come through. The grenades are actually going to come from behind her, so this would be an unfortunate positioning here for the Sugar Mommies as they're eliminated by Team Sirens. Team Sirens putting their name on the map today heavily. Already 6 KP to the team. Not a bad way to start the day.
Enemy over there.
Spotted. Heads up, got one here.
Calling out one down by the jump pad. That's going to be Lorena down here.
Bandits out there.
Team CLW. They've been over in this area, I would say, since the very beginning of things. Winx was popping a couple of those longbow shots off earlier. You can see teams start to rotate in. Once this circle starts to close here in about 15 seconds, things will get a little bit more interesting.
We should cruise over there.
Does look like they have eyes on a team behind them. They're aware of the team in front of them. Now the goal, just get in zone while gatekeeping in touch. That Seer ult's going to allow the crucial information to come through if anybody does decide to push up. Miss E able to find an Arcstar up close. That circle's going to start to close. Gwen's called out. There's one down bottom. Gwen is hurt. Valkyrie is flesh, unfortunately not going to be able to stay alive. Kamor goes airborne. And unfortunately for Team Minions, they are eliminated.
Target spotted.
Hitting the wrong buttons here, I swear. This is my first time doing this, apparently. Wonder Nikki's team going to make that rotation in. Still 7 squads up. She's going to pop the Bloodhound ult. See if she can clear some ground, give some information. Does detect one off in the distance. Wonder Nikki able to get eyes on 2. Gets the break with the R301 from range. Pops another scan. She's going to pop this shield battery real quick as her teammates pop up to take high ground. We are going to lose. I don't want to butcher your name, Maruam. I'm sorry if I did. Smokes come through. The pod dump comes out. My fingers just clicking buttons that shouldn't be clicked. Good shots come through from Team Comms. Unfortunately, Wonder Nikki now pinched between two. Team Comms going to be eliminated. We are down to the top 6. EOS has made their way further into this game. Lorena is going to fall. That Seer does fall. And CLW is going to be eliminated here at the hands of EOS. They're going to do a little bit of looting, but we're going to jump on board with the Sirens as they've got eyes on up top. Angie, Sierra, and Kai moving in slowly. They do have kind of this odd position where high ground can't exactly see them unless they have the right angle, but they do see one right in front of them. Going to dump that car mag right into what looked to be a Seer, I believe it was. Going to get the confirmation there. Miriam, beautiful. Thank you. I would much rather somebody tell me how to pronounce their name than me butcher it, so I appreciate that. I'm on board here with Lavender. Haven't really jumped on with Lavender in a little bit. They do have, let's see, 3 kill points to their name. The shots are just raining down outside. This is about to be a cluster over here. We do have Sirens trying to pick up a couple extra KP. Kai, the lone survivor for Team Sirens. Current kill leader with 6. Might be able to get one here. Unfortunately, not going to happen. It's odd. Able to finish up things for the Sirens. EOS is looking strong today. Xander gets those heals off. Exodia's all healed up. Odds all healed up. We do have XKR sitting up top of Down Beast. They do still have the little bit of high ground that's going to be left inside of this zone right now. Lavender sitting comfortably down bottom. Like I said, it's kind of this odd spot where you don't really lose a low ground advantage unless a certain part of this Down Beast is in the zone.
Open supply bin over here. Thermite grenade here. Sure to keep you warm. Padlock the bandit.
Now with EOS finishing second in last month's event, you know that they're going to be here looking for a little bit of redemption. The only team that beat them out last month was Team Minions, and they are running a partial squad. Odd kind of playing Sacrificial Lamb here, going to be moving these shield swaps up. Strategy you'll see utilized time and time again here in competitive Apex Legends. Goal is very simple. Make sure that you have the ability to swap to a shield without having to heal for a shield. Those 7 seconds make a world of difference. Just realized odds still over 300 light ammo. Stanner on... They're kitted to the 9s right now. This is going to be their zone to lose, just depending on what happens on this next rotation. We're 15 seconds out from the final full zone before we go to a closure.
Let's explore this way.
Keeping eyes on every possible angle, splitting up as a team. Beautiful shots come out onto Odd. Odd's gonna fall back. Pop that shield battery now while she does have the time. Alright, we did see XKR drop down. They are kind of in this weird little position just inside the water, so their footsteps are going to be exceptionally loud. But they do have this box to hide behind. Lavender sitting just down bottom. They know EOS is up there. Alley-oop's going to take a little bit of time to heal, but there comes that scan out of EOS. Okay, are they? Looks like they do have the resources and the ammo to work with. We're going to find out very quickly here in the next 30 seconds. The one thing right now that Catastrophe specifically unaware of, how much power that Loba market really holds. You could pull those shield swaps from EOS with ease and send everybody into that kind of final circle with no shields. But they are going to continue to take fire right now. XKR under a little bit of pressure. They do have a rampage, so let's see if they can get that charged up and get that ready to go. But it does look like Lavender is here, and they're ready to play. They throw the Horizon lift out. Alley-oop's going to drop down. They're not going to be able to use this cover for very long. Final circle has begun its closure. We're going to stay on board with EOS. They have the high ground. They have the coverage. They have the shields. And they certainly have the ammo. Odd's going to push a little bit to the right. Unable to make that full connection. Is able to get that shield swap. Gonna pop that scan real quick. Exodia with the 3x R301 at close range. Makes things a little touchier to hit. Makes it far more rewarding when you do. We are down to these final two squads. EOS should be able to close this one out, as they do in the air. Congratulations to EOS, your Game 1 champions for the Apex Legends Proving Grounds Ladies Night.
We have our Apex champions.
All right, I'm going to throw it to a quick break. We will be dropping in just a few, so hang out, bear with us, and we'll see you shortly. All right, we are getting set up and ready for game number 2. So for those of you who have watched these before, you will know that now that we're going into game number 2, I'm going to leave you with a little bit more of the actual game audio while I go through and update a couple names, get the scoring all situated, make sure we're ready to rock as we move into game number 2. But a quick standings update for you. EOS was able to come out on top of that game there. They came out with 26 total points. An amazing game out of EOS to kick off February's Apex Legends Proving Grounds Ladies Night. And I will let everybody know once the scores via the pinned link here in Twitch chat have been updated as well. Like I said, I do want to make sure everybody's names are all updated. Everybody changes their names, which seems like every single event now. So before I official scoring, I always just like to make sure. All right, so we will just pull up the map here. We'll keep an eye on where everybody is dropping. I do want to... Where is EOS? Here's EOS. We'll jump on board with EOS as we start things off. Once EOS gets to the ground.
Here's a good spot to touch down.
Thank you for the follow, Peach. I appreciate you. All right, like I said, we will keep this map up for a little bit longer. After that, we'll just kind of hang out on board with your Game 1 winners, EOS, Odds, Stanner, and Exodia. I'll do a little bit of updating for scores and whatnot. Make sure the ladies are all situated on that side of things. And then we'll jump right back in. Although, actually, I didn't really see too many teams land near each other. Everyone's split up a little bit more now, so we might jump on board with SBM. They will be the ones getting into a fight a little bit sooner. So I'm just going to throw myself on mute, get these scores situated, and I'll be back with you in just a few minutes.
Calls to me. Let us go.
Got ourselves a respawn beacon here.
Energy ammo here.
Volt SMG here.
Charge rifle here.
301 here.
Got a prowler den over there. Heavy ammo here. We should cruise over there.
All right, we are pretty much as about a set as I'm going to be for right now. So we've got some action just south of Stormcatcher there, but that's just going to be Jen and Giggle having a little bit of fun. See what's going on here with Sugar Mommies.
Hostile spotted.
Good shots coming out of the Sugar Mommies. Zenobia going to rotate down and around. One of the OG R99 skins. You've got to have respect for that. No one's really broken this fight just yet. Sugar Mommy's giving it a little bit of time, making some rotations outside. Cookie Dog going to take some shots with that flatline from distance. Zenobia is going to fall inside. Unfortunately, it does look like Cookie Dog's put herself in a little bit of a situation, unable to clean things up, and unfortunately is going to fall. Sugar Mommies will be eliminated in 14th place, so they did earn themselves a kill point, at the very least, during that. And now I can say, scores are being uploaded as we speak. Those will go right to the pinned message here in chat. That'll bring you to the Boom TV platform, bring you to the event for today.
Enemy in view there.
With one little additional update, because I like to keep everybody on edge. Ah, I had too many I's in somebody's name. We've all done that before. All right, those scores are final. Those scores are going up now. As a reminder, Team EOS did come out on top of the game. 26 points. 14 total kills, a first place finish.
Let us go there.
Had an amazing team accuracy too. Just kind of a fun fact of 22.5%. Not a bad team accuracy at all. You see Sirens taking a little bit of shots just down below them. Right there at Stormcatcher. No one really breaking into anything extreme just yet with third parties and such. Which is great that it was a little bit of a quieter
Shield battery here.
game while I got things situated on the scoring side.
Let us go there. Open supply bin over there.
Dibs, dear.
EOS does look like they're getting ready to open up onto a team. Exodia took some damage. Stanner is down bottom. Odd's gonna move in. They do see the 3 come through. Odd takes some damage. Stanner is pushing up in the building with the R301. Those beautiful Peacekeeper shots come through. Looks like Julie Lax able to make that happen. Exodia left it a 1v1. Can she make it happen? She does throw the Horizon Lift. Does get the shield battery. We are only in round 2, so it's not going to hurt as much as it could, but by gosh, it is going to hurt. Very well might be able to get the revive off in this. Did throw the Horizon Lift out. A good attempt to try and pull the players right off of the roof. I actually love the heads-up play out of Exodia. She's going to go airborne. She's going to take a couple shots. Doesn't realize that player was able to get their shields back. A beautiful, beautiful shot out of Exodia. Does look like Exodia is going to be left in another 1v1. Stanner and Odd, unfortunately, might be falling here inside of Jurassic, far outside of Circle. Despite a massive Game 1 win, it does look like EOS is going to be in a little bit of a struggle position going in here to later Game 2. And unfortunately for LLJ, they actually got themselves caught in an additional third party. Gonna put that Catalyst wall out. Gonna try and dip and dodge out of here. Is Team Gwen still alive? Let's go take a look. They are. Thank you for the follow, Cassell. I appreciate you. As you can see, Gwen just showing us her Wild West skills.
Medkit here.
Goodness gracious. The ability with this serpent skin on the wingman. Alright, I'm gonna get a little dizzy straight up.
Mind yourselves, dears. Another squad's been there.
Do have a couple kill points here on the board for Gwen. Kamor taking range. She's got that 2-4 sight sitting on top of the longbow.
I say we go there.
Move her to that area.
Jump on board with Candy here. Candy, the lone survivor for her team. Does have eyes on. Sees those players rotating into her. Who's this going to be? CLW. CLW is getting ready to push in. Looks like they also have a couple kill points to their name as Winx is over here looting a box. A dangerous push out of Candy. Candy, the lone survivor. Fortunately, those drones going to come through, unable to get that shield battery off. Here comes the Peacekeeper push. Candy's going to have to retreat. And unfortunately, even though hitting a couple shots, not going to be able to stay up on her feet. CLW adds another kill point to the board. Down into the top 10. Everybody's guaranteed at least 2 placement points now. Team SBM over here made their way into the top 10.
Searching for items to inspire us.
Cheeky little charge rifle shot comes out for 3. That's my luck when I shoot the charge rifle. I hit for 3 almost every time, but I love the gun, so I can't help it. Horizon Out's going to come down. They were able to kind of navigate their way out of that. Do have Miss Exodia over here. Look at this from Exodia. You never do this. I give up. Alright, Gwen and Co. getting ready to rotate in. They will have eyes on this rat. And unfortunately, LLJ is going to be eliminated there. 9th place. Hopefully Miss E is going to have. Ah, okay, that's why I was confused. I thought Miss Exodia was up here. And she is, sitting very comfortably. You can see kind of inside the face there. That's terrifying. It's actual nightmare fuel. You can hear those players rotating around her. Not budging an inch. Doesn't want to give it anything. Great portal could be a little helpful. Gwen's going to unfortunately miss those shots, but it's not going to matter. Missy drops in and cleans it up. CLW eliminated. We are down to the top 6. Simp Grain, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. We do have Team Passion still alive. All 3 members ready to rock. Dopey, Jen, and Giggle. Do have eyes on the one player. The Valk is going to be able to get away from that Thermite. Spots that out as it flies in. Jump on board with the VMT girls. Let's see what they're getting ready to do because they want a piece of this action as well. 2KP. Tifo's name. Jade's going to fall back. Pop that shield battery as Danny Peach goes airborne. Unable to make anything happen, but she still gets to flaunt the Seer Elu. So it's kind of a win in my book.
Shall we head this way?
Alright, Sirens do have a beautifully positioned high ground. They're going to go airborne, launch themselves into the zone at 200 IQ play. It was a risk it for the biscuit type of move. They weren't really sure what was going on down bottom, but they are now, and they are in control. Sirens do have one down. It's going to be a Sobi. The Seer should be able to fall. Narnia's going to fall. Hits the bank for 36 with the PK. Able to get the break. Able to get another beautiful shot. Sirens are looking strong going into this late game 2. He's going to dump that flat line down range. Anzi's got to step back and heal. Kai's got to step back and heal. Here comes Jade. Jade's just going to kind of rat her way down. Unfortunately, lost Danny Peach up top. VMT girls still not down and out. We've seen crazier things happen here in Apex Legends. Being a solo player, no problem at all. Jade, unfortunately, does look like she might fall to the zone here, and it's going to count. Gwen does get it down on Kai, so Sirens are struggling right now. Do have eyes on. They know that Seeralt is out over there. They're going to want to avoid that for the time being. Get yourself back to full heals. But right now, it's going to come down to a beautiful fight between Minions and Passion. Stopey still... Look at this beautifully kitted purple R301. Stopey spots the fight out down low. Going to dump the pod on what she believes was a Horizon ult. Trying to hit a couple of those. Looks like the Horizon was flashed. Miss E does down Sierra, so another member of the Sirens goes down. Sirens is eliminated, and it's going to be a 3v3. Gwen's going to show up on the top right there of your screen as the kill leader sitting on 4. Team Passion looking for a little bit of redemption. They struggled to touch last month. They were just outside of that top 5. Now they're looking to make their way into the top 3, which is the money slots. First place earning themselves $300. Second place earning $150. Third earning $50. They are going to lose Giga Autumn in that exchange. There was a beautifully timed Horizon push. My minions, Kimura able to do the damage. It does look like Gwen went airborne. Jen with so much passion right now. And unfortunately, it is going to be minions that come through and clean up Team Passion. A beautifully played game from minions. They had low ground, they took control, they took the high ground back, they made the plays they needed to. Bravo to Team Minions. All right, we're going to throw to the music here, get set up for game number 3. We'll be back with you in about 4 or so minutes, and we'll give you a scoring update then. See you soon. that music was getting a little bit sleepy. I think we can all agree on that. Hold on one second. For some reason, our Game 2 scores just didn't want to be a part of the action today. I want to make sure they upload the correct way this time. This way I can give you guys a nice, accurate reading. Awesome. So you know, we do announce them on Twitter. That is one of the primary locations we do. Otherwise, just on boom.tv, you should be able to see the events there. And then if she wants to join the Proving Grounds Discord, another great place to start. Actually, I would probably say the Proving Grounds Discord is the place to start. That, I would make sure to follow his and hers live as well. They do a lot of different tournaments for not only the female community in Apex Legends, but they do all sorts of different events that just kind of bring everybody together, and it's a really, really cool thing. They do a lot. I really appreciate them for it. Alright, so we are in game number 3 of the Apex Legends Proving Grounds Ladies Night. We are finally over on World's Edge. This map here will kind of be the halfway point in tonight's event.
Wingman here.
I could use that. Thank you.
It is nothing.
Just give me 1 second here, chat.
Sentinel here.
Alright, I'm just shooting a message to my dev team quick. A little issue on the back end. Want to make sure all the scores are 100% accurate. Yes, yeah, I would make sure to just keep an eye on the Boom TV Twitter as we do announce them there. We'll be announcing next month's, probably middle of next week, but Proving Grounds Discord, there's actually a role for Apex Legends Ladies Night, and I ping that once we announce the events.
Extended heavy mag here.
Make sure that all the amazing and talented ladies in Apex Legends get the same notification at the same time. Nobody really wanting to draw first blood just yet. We do still have 18 full teams up. As you can see here in the top left portion of this map where this circle has pulled towards, excuse me, we do have quite a few teams. Looks like 8 kind of in contention for that next zone, which I'm a huge fan of this next zone. We're going to have a little bit of skyhook, a little survey camp, a little train tunnel action, a little respawn platform.
I say we go there.
Keep eyes on this for the time being.
There's a jump tower over there. That way. Come on. Let's go that way.
All right, does look like we're about to have one of our first engagements of the day.
Closed door over there.
We do have Team Minions getting ready to move in. They might actually be able to kind of go uncontested.
Opponent over there.
Jump on board up top right here up in the northeast corner.
Rather close.
See what LLJ kind of looking down upon right now. Julie Lax with that charge rifle from range, using that 2-4 sight. Gonna keep eyes on. Like we've got a couple different teams getting ready to take part in this. Here comes Danny Peach, also looking to take a little bit of the action. Wonder Nikki did fall back. She's gonna actually pop this Phoenix kit, ride the little lift over. That is their new name? All right. I will do my best to remember it.
Hostile close.
Board Wonder Nikki. She's been playing Bloodhound for a little while now. Renee and Miriam, thank you for the follow. I missed that earlier. Thank you, thank you.
Target over there.
Does look like they're going to be able to get out of this rather unscathed. Maybe Danny Peach and Jade kind of assisted with that. No other fights just yet, but EOS getting ready to move in towards Train Tunnel. They're over on this respawn platform right now. Going to be coming up on Pretty Shooter. Shooter's going to call this out. Raw Nation Queen's going to be getting ready for a little bit of action. Almost took some serious damage there. You see the kill feed. Hot Mamas were eliminated. Unfortunately, the first ones to fall. Here comes EOS. EOS has been on a tear. Minus a small little issue there in game number 2. Coming back strong. EOS always performing well on the World's Edge circuit. Gonna call out Wicked Love. They did spot the last one. That Bloodhound scan comes through, and that's exactly what I would be doing as well. Just running for all you can, especially once the Bloodhound all comes through. Raw Nation Queens are going to be eliminated. They'll settle for 17th place in game number 3. Here in the Proving Grounds Ladies Night.
Making contact with enemy.
Zoom on out quick. And EOS is going to be getting ready to go into another fight. Yeah, Subi 4, Prague, and Narnia.
Hostile right here.
Hear the shots taking place over here as well. Danny and Nikki did end up finding each other, so we'll jump on board with comms.
We should head this way.
See the one player inside sitting just behind the door. We're able to get out and actually get a little bit of trickery. And nade went right under the door, and it's going to be trouble time. A heads-up play to put that nade through the bottom of the door. I won't lie, I have forgotten to do that 10 out of 10 times. Wonder Nick is going to go for the revive. Try and keep the hopes alive using this Prowler at short range. Didn't opt to open the door and try and take that shot. Didn't know that the player was flash, but Wonder Nikki able to finish up Danny Peach.
What's this place here? Target spotted.
Does look like we've got Gwen, Missy, and Kimura getting ready to rotate their way not only towards zone, but potentially towards sirens. Sunny Gray, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it.
Quadrant.
Welcome to the Apex Legends Proving Grounds Ladies Night. We are in game number 3 as indicated on the screen. Teams are vying for their share of $500 tonight. First place will take $300, second to take $150, third to take home $50.
Got a bogey on my marker.
Extended sniper mag here. Level 3.
I'm sure we can convince Janie to come play some Skyhook tourneys. Skyhook events are always a blast, especially when they end in just a rain of bombs. See if you can't, you know, have a little fun, glitch the server a touch, overload it with explosions. Always a good time. Dear Jenner unfortunately did go into the bin and became loot herself. Gonna be able to pop back out, heal up a little bit. Playing peekaboo. Where is everybody? Narnia. That grenade came from Narnia. Grenade came from all the way up top. Midway up that center building, I should say. Not all the way. Excalibur Esports, you see them fall, unfortunately, in the kill feed. They will take 15th, but they did earn themselves, at the very least, a placement point. Passion has also joined this fight. See Giggle Autumn in the kill feed. That Rampage. Dancing Nessie emotes are 100% encouraged for use in this chat. Thank you, Sunny Gray. Jump on board with Fear Jenner. Unfortunately, she's going to fall right as I jump on over. Does anybody know if I don't want to go butcher her name here. Lifer. Does anybody know if that's Lauren Fife or Fife, whatever her I can't remember her IGN. It's Fife something. She normally plays with like Scarlet Envy. Does anybody know if that's her? Because that'll make saying that name much easier. We'll get back to that. Jump on board with Passion. They do have high ground. One hell of a setup for Passion here, pending where this next zone's going to pull. It really did come from Narnia. I love Doodle. A late join here for Beller and Daphne. As you see Miss Dopey pick up a kill feed there. Gwen's going to get an additional kill. The nade from Narnia is no longer as Narnia falls. Passion is able to lay? Alright, perfect. That's all I needed to know. Thank you. I wanted to make sure before I made the assumption, so I appreciate that. Eagle Autumn's going to rain down with that Rampage from top. Still just under 100 rounds in that. That would make so much more sense. We've actually got a pretty decent amount of Central American and South American teams playing, and that makes me extremely happy. Giggle's still going to just continually rain down with that Rampage. Jen with so much passion. Going to be moving herself back up top here. Looks like Miss Dopey's going to join up top. We get ready to get some action over here in Train Tunnel. Lavender positioned outside. They are just outside of the ring, as you can see here. Just outside. The only thing between them and safety is Wonder Nikki and Team Comms. Kind of playing the waiting game right now. I love the name Dingus. Dingus gonna throw out that Seer ult. Heartbeat sensor on steroids is gonna come through. Wonder Nikki and Co pull back. Unfortunately, the Seer ult just outside of reach. Really where that train tunnel is gonna be. We do have ourselves a nice fight here. The Sirens and Gwen. Kai gonna try and stay alive, gonna pop a little bit of those heals. Try and get out of dodge using the Valkyrie. She's gonna dump pods and back up as quickly as possible. Might actually be able to escape this fight. Thanks to a little bit of that gold shield alone, I think when she put that first aid on, extremely helpful. But it does sound like they are on the hunt. Quick little team wrap. Kamor able to clean up Kai the Teabagger. You see also up there, Dopey's been putting on a show, able to down Fear Jenner. So we've got Team Passion still in the fight. Jen's got a couple assists to her name. Miss Dopey is on an absolute heater right now with 10. Got EOS. They are inside the next zone. They are still standing. They've made it to the top 10.
Light ammo here.
EOS looking to do what they could not do last month, and that is finish in first. They finished in a nice close second.
I think someone's targeting me.
Only Team Minions beat them out in January's Ladies' Night. So they're looking for redemption. Not sure why the term tryhards was blocked.
Peacekeeper here.
And there will always be room for the word tryhards in this chat. Zodia's gonna throw up Standard, see what they can do. They do see one come through. Standard's able to get a couple connections down that player while she was airborne.
Target spotted.
Odd staying down bottom, keeping that ground control. They have a beautiful height advantage right now. And with Odd's eyes down bottom, that R99 going to rain out from distance. Not going to connect for much. They do know there's at least 4 over there thanks to the Bloodhound scan.
Another bogey.
Team Guess Who sitting very comfortably almost center circle as we get ready to close in on circle number 5. Everyone's going to be kind of making their way into position as we get ready to close in for circle number 5. As you can see, kind of looking at the map, which I'll pull back up, there's not much real estate to be had. There is a train tunnel. There are 2 different levels, realistically, of the train station. You've got a couple buildings here. EOS has locked down their building. Passion should be able to stay up top, as long as they can sit just far enough back and out of EOS's range. Here comes Gwen, getting it to rotate in. Looks like they're going to be going more for this train tunnel side. Going to be able to give themselves plenty of cover, both high and low. Angles from every different direction. Gwen does spot that Valk out there in the distance. Not really worth the ammo if you've only got 180 rounds left. We know how quickly we can burn through light ammo. He's going to dump that rocket pod, try and get a couple connects from distance, burn through some of those heals. Going to connect for a couple of those flatline shots from range. Kamor sitting far enough back. Got ourselves a nice little charge rifle with the 3X. Calls out that there is a team down below. And this could be the conversion. Excuse me, of 3 different fights as Isabella tries to stay alive. SBM is going to be eliminated, but Team Gwen getting ready to move in quickly. Passion is setting up for the defense. Giggle, you saw there, she does have the caustic ult ready to go. The cloud of death, it slows you down, it impairs your vision. Beautiful setup here from Giggle. Now this is the caustic that we're used to seeing out of Giggle Autumn. Jen's going to be able to get this shield battery off with ease. Hop back over on this. Keep an eye on Passion. It looks like Passion and Team Gwen are just going to kind of coexist for a little bit. They're not going to be friends, but they're going to coexist. EOS, one of 3 squads outside of zone. They're going to wait right till this zone starts to close. A beautiful heads-up play out of CLW. Getting ready to make this rotation in. It is time to find a home. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to go up top there. They see that. They make that call. They're going to drop down fences here just below that building. And Lorena, unfortunately, going to fall to EOS. Standard shy from range. Lone member for her team, CLW, only 1. There are 6 squads left. Placement points are going to start to get extremely crucial as we move into this top 5. EOS, a heads-up play to move into these bins. Give themselves a little bit of time to heal up, get those resources situated before they move into an absolute cluster. Unfortunately for them, it's going to be like shooting fish in a barrel unless they can get behind some of these rocks, which they are able to. I am not sure how many Standard just hit. Okay, so Standard hit 2 with that Kraber shot. Beautiful shots out of Standard Shy. Gives EOS a little bit of breathing room. Gives herself a couple hundred damage. Really kept that fight at bay. Odd is one with the bin. Take that Horizon out, get themselves out of there as best as they can. It didn't work as... I think they were hoping to get over that wall. Unfortunately, just unable to do so, so they're going to pop a couple of those extra heals. It does look like we're getting down to the baseline heals here for EOS. Not sure who that was that just went up. Alright, that's going to be Team Gwen as they get ready to drop in on top of everything. They were able to secure the top of this building. Going to take down that Horizon ult. The Seer ult's going to come through as well. A little bit of hip fire never hurt anybody. Beautiful shots out of Gwen. Gwen's going to clean up all 3. Fortunately, Gwen also opted to do for a shield swap and forgot her shield. Be a little bit of a situation here for Gwen. She doesn't have that red evo that she's so rightfully earned. Gonna take herself skyward. No worries about that here. An amazing play out of Team Gwen to get themselves out from underneath as quickly as possible. Team Passion set up, ready to go. It is going to start to pull everybody out of that building. Giggle Autumn, Dopey, and Jen ready to shoot at anything that moves. They do have the positioning. That grenade could do some serious damage to Giggle, and unfortunately, oh, luckily for her, excuse me, she was able to stay semi-alive there. As I might have jinxed it, Dopey's going to put in the shots. Dopey's moving herself up to 12 kills. There are 3 squads left. 13 now for Dopey. Dopey's going to fall inside of the gas. Jen's going to do what she can from the hip fire, and it's not going to matter. I do believe Team 12 is Gwen's team. And Gwen and Kimor, alongside Missy, come out on top of game number 3. All right, we're going to get set up here for game number 4, and we'll be back with you shortly. All right, we are getting ready to drop in to game number 4. I did hydrate. Thank you for reminding me. Very important. Hydration is key. So important, especially during these long, amazingly complex, so damn entertaining to watch Apex Legends tournaments. Team Gwen is going to be sitting in first after 3 games, 58 points to their name. EOS sitting in second with 41. Miss Dopey's team sitting in third with 37. Sirens, who I feel like we've talked quite a bit about today, sitting in fourth with 30. Team Comms sitting in fifth with 24. We do still have 2 games left. Anything can happen. Anything. Anything at all. Take your pick. And I do want to point out that this previous game tied for today's highest point match total of 26 points. So you've got Gwen on one hand, you've got Miss Dopey on another. It's been an amazing day here in the Proving Grounds so far. And we're just over halfway there as we drop in to game number 4. Let's keep an eye on where everyone is going to be dropping. It does look like we have quite a few teams up in that northwestern corner yet again. Trials, Skyhook, already relatively contested. Hot Drop down there at Thermal Station, going to be completely uncontested. Angie, Sierra, Kai, going to have their way with the loot down there. Find themselves a couple golds and get on to Dodge. Looks like we have 3 teams over here at Tree, which was totally unexpected. I don't believe we saw this in the first game here on World's Edge, but we'll jump on board with Lavender as they're getting ready to push into a fight. Lucid Gem able to down Mary 222. Little Prowler action to come through. They should be able to clean this one up. Wicked Love is going to fall. Lucid Gem does have 2 to her name already. This could be 3. A beautiful play from Lucid Gem to eliminate the Raw Nation Queens. A little bit of a montage clip there for herself. Not a bad day at Tree. You do see Moon and Hannah, the Hot Mamas, are going to be playing as a duo. Unfortunately, Yams unable to make it back for Game 4. But does look like they pushed in at the right time. Lavender's going to be rotating out of Tree. Might have just been a premature ping there. As we get ready, Team Sirens getting ready to push their way up into staging. Gonna put a couple 30-30 shots down range. Unable to make anything connect just yet. Sirens will have high ground. Got 2 players down low. A couple of those shots gonna land from distance on the Devo. We do have some bins over here to hide behind. That's going to be Team Guess Who. They did lose Noodle, unfortunately, in the early interaction of this fight. Belarus struggling to just try and stay alive. Gets behind this rock. Able to get down to Noodle. We'll be curious to see if she goes for the revive, and unfortunately she doesn't. The Sirens come in and clean up. Guess Who will be eliminated. They'll fall in 17th here in game number 4. Do a little bit of looting there. Take their time. 4 different teams right now.
Optics here. Close range.
Let's check that quadrant.
If you're referring to the scores, a quick note, they were updated. For some reason, it uploaded game 2 twice, so some of the scores aren't going to change too much, but I did override that with game 3. So all the scores that you see now via the pinned link here in chat, those are correct. There were a couple things that did change, but overall, honestly, the scores didn't change too much from literally it re-uploading game 2 twice. But scores are updated now via that link in pinned chat, and then I will update them again here after game number 4. This looks like Giggle hung back a little here. Does already have a couple kill points to her name. As we're getting ready to leave Skyhook. Gonna keep an eye on Jen and Dopey. Gonna fall back a little bit. Jen able to heal up before they push back into this. Claim a little bit of the loot that's theirs. Does look like the VMT girls were the unfortunate victims of Giggle's kills back there. Might be just out of reach out of those banners. And it's going to be a little bit of a far run. 40 seconds to get back to him, and I'm not too sure it's going to happen. We do have... Dopey might have overextended this just a touch, but almost able to one-clip. Beautiful shots out of Dopey to down Jenner. Giggle's taking fire as she moves into the building.
Close door here.
Jump on board with the PR. But she's going to retreat as well, just trying to stay alive. Keep her team in it. We just hit 15th, so there is a placement point in play. You know LePR is flesh, and she goes for the backflip into the transition of flying downward, and it's not going to matter. Jen hits her with the burst. Waits for the box to fall like a gift from the Apex gods. You see Wonder Nikki over here getting ready to rotate in from camp. Doesn't look like she has the intention of directly pushing in to Skyhook just yet. There's some fights down here. Alley-oop gonna go for a couple long-range wingman shots. We're back into staging where the Sirens just made their
Enemy over there.
mark.
Don't let them see you.
Angie gonna hit some beautiful 30-30 shots from range. Another one comes through for 53. And this could be all that was written for Sirens in game number 4. A great push out of Team Lavender. Go back up here to Skyhook where we just saw some damage come through. Giggle Autumn's gonna drop this nade. There goes the Maggie Doorbuster. Unable to locate this last player that was just inside the building, but the zone's getting ready to close. It is only zone 1, so we're not going to lose a lot of damage, but it is going to be enough to be, I'd say, inconvenient. Keep an eye on this as Jen unfortunately catches herself a little bit on fire, comes over and lights Giggle Autumn a touch on fire. There's nothing wrong with sharing fire with friends. Nothing. Nothing wrong with that. Dopey's going to take a little bit of damage. Dopey's going to actually go back up into the building. Dopey's going to drop back and heal. That door, one-shot burst, ready to be kicked down. And it does look like Team Passion, as of right now, in a little bit of a situation. Comms does have all 3 up. It definitely looks like they have the actual heal advantage. Heads-up play from Karenai. Sounds more correct. Able to take that high ground on the roof just across from where Team Passion's sitting. This is one of those fights where you kind of hold ring, no matter what it costs you for heals. You know you've got a team in a position where they're going to start to have to waste through their heals or push out otherwise. Hop on over to Wonder Nikki. She does have eyes on. Almost takes that longbow shot. Unfortunately, Wonder Nikki going to be lost in that trade. Team Passion currently 3v2. Slowly push inside of the building. Wonder Nikki could be getting revived right now. Here, Giggle Autumn getting ready to push down. And that's going to be the team push. Unfortunate for Comms, they are going to fall in 13th place. Eagle, Jen, and Dopey not too far out of zone. Just going to have to go through quick little cave.
Let's hunt over there.
Hop on board with SBM. They did lose one Isabella in an earlier fight. So McSwag and Squirrels a little bit separated.
Go get it.
There goes Echo. And we're just going to casually launch ourselves up the map. A beautiful little ledge grab, and look at that. Our team's almost back together. And unfortunately for them, as I say that, as they get themselves situated and back into play, here comes Quieto. Gwen retreats back up top. Gonna pop some of those heals on her gold shield, so those will heal double the amount of a normal heal. Literally a godsend in some fights. Retreat back from that. They weren't exactly sure if that was maybe more than 2 players or not, but EOS has got themselves in a situation now. Exodia looking to stay alive and get out of this. She is still in that seer sensor, so she's gonna have to stop for 1 second and just heal. Knows there's players up above, knows there's players down below. Exodia gonna go for a couple of those R301 shots. Try and give herself a little bit of breathing room. As Odd and Stanner currently down, not far away, still plenty of time. Banners are in circle, so it's nothing that she needs to be exceptionally aggressive over. Jump on board with the team up here, the Sugar Mommies, up top of train tracks. Kiito. Got it. Thank you, Fierce. Your help alone tonight has been top-notch. I appreciate it very, very much.
Bogey over there. Bogey there.
That also does sound far cooler than Quieto. Kiito. Way cooler.
Bogey there.
Bogey in sight.
Cookie does pick up a couple on the heartbeat. Unable to really get eyes on them. Sitting inside the building. Cookie Dog's going to throw that flatline down range. Not going to do too much.
Tango spotted.
Let's see what JNY's doing. They're sitting nice and comfortable atop this door area over in Harvester. Thank you, Princess and Pig, for the 12 months at Tier 1.
Target there.
Exodia is still alive. She was unable to get Odd and Stanner back up, but almost inside of that top 10 range, those 2 placement points. It's Wraith's heirloom. You know, I feel like I've heard that before, and I never put that together. I'm gonna learn something new every event. So next event, if you could start preparing me some knowledge bombs to just blow my mind, that would be crazy, because I totally spaced on that. So thank you for the connection. Does hit that right as I jump away. I wanted to jump over here and see what's going on just outside of Harvester. Kiito, the correct team name. Gonna take that drone down real quick. Unfortunately, they are gonna have some gas flying into them. Not sure, that was not Giggle Autumn. She still has her, so we do have another Caustic in the lobby. And that's gonna be over here from LLJ. We have themselves the RE45. List gonna pop back, get that battery. Keep eyes on her team. She's gonna take some shots from behind. To quiet in Spanish. I think they're a team that's not very quiet, though. I would have to agree. They shoot quite often. But I like the irony. Kimura did put a couple down here in the kill feed. As you see, EOS unfortunately eliminated. It does look like EOS was able to secure 10. So they will get the 2 placement points. Check back in at the end of the game. See what they had for kill points. Gwen is down. Kimura, the lone survivor, and it's not going to happen. Team Passion came with the passion. Jen's got 5. Giggles on... Dopey's on 3. Giggles on 4.
Shield battery here.
They are having a run in this game of World's Edge. Taft from VMT. Sitting comfortably. One of the best rat spots in World's Edge besides the pipes just to her left inside Train Tunnel. Drop back on with passion here as they're running through, picking up kills as they spawn.
Let's scope this quadrant down.
Drop on board with Milk real quick. Looks like they have eyes on a team down below them. I'm not 100% sure they knew where those shots were coming from just right away. Milk's gonna dump a pod inside. Never shoot your explosives inside, kids. Never do that. I don't want to admit this, but I have actually downed myself doing that. Good shots. Right down from the R301. Inbun's gonna have to back up. Sugar Mommy's in a little bit of a situation. Zenobia's running back inside. Looks like they're going to go for the Velk ult and get themselves out of dodge as soon as they possibly can. A bold move considering she was flesh. Sometimes you have to take the chances to survive and to win. Beautiful example of that. Sugar Mommies get out of pretty much that whole situation. Passion's going to be throwing R3 shots down range. Looks like they've located a team just to the south. And that's going to be LLJ. TEF, you see sitting up there, still just kind of hanging out. Playing a little bit of hide and seek and clearly winning. Earned their way into the top 7 already. 3 placement points just for getting this far.
Optics here. Close range. I have a subject in view. One of them right here.
Let's go that way.
You can see all these teams start to push in on Harvester. We do have the big mod, R301. I would go out of my way to look for an attachment that made me shoot splatter rounds all the time. I would. Like the turbocharger for, you know, the Havoc. I would go out of my way for splatter rounds. I think they're so fun. It's like paintball on crack. JNY getting ready to push in. They want their corner of their real estate. A little fish in a blender, or fish in a barrel situation. Narnia drops down up top. Able to take them down. A little bit of team fire, and Milk is eliminated. Does look like they have another team pushing in beneath. They do, and that's going to be LLJ. TEF was eliminated, unfortunately, so we are down to the top 5. Giggle has a charged rampage, which you don't ever want to peek. Giggle did take a little bit of damage, able to get those cells off quickly. And just like that, the gold shield is healed. It would have been, had she not taken those extra bullets. It would have been, I swear. I swear it.
Let's go here.
Over here.
Sugar Mommies, after that rotation earlier, a heads-up play, got themselves out of a pretty serious fight where 3 teams were getting ready to close in. Gave themselves a little bit of breathing room. Now they're going to take some fire. That crypto drone, as long as it doesn't go off, they are sitting with relatively decent shields. They do get 2 breaks. Anna and Moon, which I believe were the duos. There comes that kill from Giggle. Giggle on 5. Jen on 5. Dopey on 5. We could be looking at a new high point total game pending the finish of Team Passion. We have a little rotation coming out of here of not LLJ, it's just LL. May J rest in peace. Sugar Mommies are inside. They will have what looks to be the only part of playable building space. You can hear that rampage getting thrown out from Giggle, keeping that team at bay as Dopey goes for the revive to get Jen. Narnia was downed. In this exchange, Giggle sitting at almost 1,200 damage. Some beautiful high ground out of Passion. And beautiful heads up from the rocket pod, from the Maggie spike. Looking at the pull of this map, this is Passion's game to win. As we are at game number 4 of the Apex Legends Proving Grounds. $300 still up for grabs. First place, or $500, excuse me. First place to take home $300, second to grab $150, third to take home an additional $50.
Hey there, let's smash him.
That beautiful spike from Jen from distance.
Ice.
He knows they're over there. They just can't get the angles.
Relocate there.
JNY is going to start to make this rotation. Give themselves a little bit more cover. Heads up play. She does have that Ash Portal sitting in her back pocket. Can get out of dodge if need be, but where to becomes the question. Passion still high ground. They're not giving this up worth of anything. Another little tick, tick, tick for Jen. I think Jen's accumulated most of her damage by doing that here in the late game.
Enemy there.
Hey, if you've got the abilities, you might as well use them. Searalds are out everywhere. You see Miss Dopey jumping up to 7, able to clean up 2. Jen was really hoping to knock somebody into space with that Maggie ball. Apparently I missed a Maggie situation in the last game. So I'm glad we were able to at least see Jen throw it. And we are down to the final 3 squads. Narnia, fortunately down and out. That does give away where those players are. Jen does take a little bit more damage than she was anticipating, but does get that final kill with the No Void, thank you for the 15 months. I appreciate you. All right, we are getting ready to drop into game number 5. And very shortly, the Game 4 scores will be live via that pinned link in chat. Literally uploading that as we speak. Take another minute or so, and then that will be live via that link. Reminder that first through third get paid today. First will take home 300. Second will take home 150. Third will take home 50. And the moment those scores go up, I will give everybody a quick readout. Just as to where everybody stands. I will after my event. Normally during an event, I turn my phone over, put it upside down. All right, another cluster drop up here in the northwest corner. Oh, we do have sirens in an early engagement, which is not something they're used to dropping down here on thermal. Stay on board with this. Angie able to down one. Beautiful shots out of Angie. They should be able to clean this one up quickly, and the Hot Mamas, unfortunately, are going to be one of our first teams eliminated. All right, and now that we've got scores updated via that link pinned in chat, Miss Dopey's team sitting in first with 70. Kaito, 67, sitting in second. EOS in third with 44. Sirens, who we're currently on board with, sitting in fourth at 34. We got Narnia's team sitting in fifth with 33. It's been a beautiful day so far. We've got two teams really vying for contention. And one of them right now getting ready to push in. Here comes Gwen. Gwen does have a couple kills to her name already, but it's going to be Passion and Kaito. Kaito? Fuck. I'm saying it wrong, I feel like. Kaito. There we go. Waiting to see what they want to do. Gwen has eyes on where they are. Just sitting outside. Gonna try and ledge grab just a touch, and it's not gonna work the way she was anticipating. I love the heads up play there out of Gwen. Kamor gonna grab that alt excel, take some time to pop that, see if she can't give him a little bit of valuable information. You can hear that riot drill coming out from Passion, sitting inside this building, a little pinned, and it is worth noting that Excalibur does have eyes on them from slight distance. Nothing they can necessarily do very quickly. Not sure why you typed LMAO and that was it. Twitch was like, whoa, there will be no LMAO in here. Team Passion trying to stay alive. Dopey gonna be revived. Big pickup from Gigalottum. Jen trying to keep things at bay. Another riot drill comes out. Thank you for the follow, Moon Babes. I appreciate you. Does look like Kieto's going to actually back up a little. They're going to reset, get some heals. Loot this larger building. maybe just keep an eye on things. Don't need to push over too aggressively just yet if they don't have to. The building's not necessarily up for contention. It is just inside.
Shield battery here.
Gwen unable to find anything just long range as of now. If you believe Gwen's got this, then Gwen's got this. She's going to go for this cheeky little behind-the-back climb. She should be able to take this wraparound angle from them with ease. Unfortunately, that barrel's going to give her away. That barrel's going to let her know, hey, might have somebody coming up from behind. There goes Jen's Maggie Ball. Love the angle I just saw out of Kimura up there. Sitting on top of that window, casually. Stuck to it like a window cling at the holiday. Gwen's going to take a little bit of damage. She is going to fall back a touch. Pop that shield battery. Almost in a stalemate fight right here. Passion, Quieto, they've rotated from 2 different buildings now. Missy leaves that window just a touch too early. Would have had eyes on that. I do want to see... Sirens is still up. EOS is still up. And this has now become a 4-team fight here in Skyhook. Wonder Nikki has fallen back. She's going to take some heals. They've pushed Excalibur out of the building that they were in. Passion is going to lose one. Dopey is down. Good defensive play. Heads up from Jen. Giggle has taken a little bit of damage. A beautiful knockback from Jen. Not sure they saw her back there just yet. They will now as they get ready to push in. Jen is in a corner. And unfortunately for Team Passion, they are going to be eliminated. Quieto still alive. I know we have some Gwen fans in chat, and it's a good time to be a Gwen fan. Quieto comes out on top. Kimura's going to heal. Miss E's going to heal. Comms sitting behind. EOS was finishing up a fight here, and unfortunately, guess who was also eliminated? Just saw them fall in the kill feed. We do have Squirrels and Co. sitting just northwest of Lava Siphon.
I'm going there.
Looks like the Raw Nation Queens unfortunately lost Wicked Love. But they are still a team of 2. And pending what takes place here, the rotation from SBM could be the difference here on Raw Nation Queens.
Joker right here.
Raw Nation's going to let this happen. Raw Nation was going to let this happen. Beautiful shots come out of Mary. 222. Gonna try and hit those hip fire havoc shots. It's not gonna work. Mick Swag eliminates the Raw Nation Queens. SBM comes out on top. We are gonna have a little bit of action over here. We've got more action up here. We've got action over here. We've got action over here. We've got action a little bit of everywhere right now. Hayes was able to get themselves out. We're going to jump back up here, actually. Gwen did go down. We hyped up poor Gwen, and then she got eliminated. Unfortunate to see Missy is going to go for the heal. Kimura also going to go for that heal. It looks like Wonder Nikki also going for the revive right now. That pod dump's going to come out and potentially down. Does down the Wraith, and it does look like Team Comms is going to be eliminated. They should be able to get Gwen back right here inside of Skyhook if they wanted to go for it quick enough. Might not be worth the time to do so. Got 10 seconds left. Yeto's still alive. They do only have 2, so they will want to get to a beacon as quickly as possible. And it does look like Miss E might actually be going for the revive here. It's gonna be a rough push inside zone. She does have her ult ready, though, so they can go up. Get out of dodge quick. It is going to cost Missy a little bit of health, but Gwen is going to be coming back in the game. It is not down and out just yet. Siren sitting south circle. Looks like they're going to play edge, kind of make sure that nobody gets in there behind them.
Target over there.
Spotted what we science folk call a baddie.
Kieto right now, staged to take it all.
There's a new jet.
Renaissant. I love that name. I guess you could pronounce it Renaissance if you pronounce it with an accent.
I wonder what they
Which
found.
I don't really have. Renaissance. Team Milk sitting up here just outside of staging. Teams do start to rotate in.
Hostile spotted.
See, it looks like they're not actually going to be opting for the Velcall here.
Light ammo here.
Just going to play way outside of zone. They'll make their way in when they are damn well ready to. EOS sitting just outside of zone in this kind of knockoff geyser area. But they do have Team Lavender sitting just above them. Lavender certainly not a team you want to overlook. Lucid Gem doing some amazing things back in game number 4.
Let's go.
Excalibur Esports, you do see eliminated there in the kill feed. There's going to be Squirreless Nuts, actually, way out here. Way in zone.
On your feet. Carry it.
Squirreless Nuts, she was able to make the play. Kieto did make their way into zone. They're sitting southwest countdown right up here. Check on Winks and CLW.
Make a beeline there, cuzzies.
Nothing exceptionally close to them. They do spot out that care package, which no one's grabbed just yet, but it does look like they...
Target over there.
I'm not sure if they're aware that those players are, and that ping kind of confirms it. Shots are going to rain in from Winks.
That way.
That R301 from
Listen,
range,
Move here.
getting ready to get its nerf, make me a little sad, I won't lie.
Enemy
They
there.
are able to down one. World does get downed. It's an awkward situation for them to run into. They're going to get stuck in this tunnel, unfortunately, one way or the other, unless they can get away, but Big Swag unable to do so. This should just be one more for CLW to clean up. CLW takes down SBM. Winks takes 2, adds those to the kill total for 3. And now we're going to jump on board with Kieto, who's getting ready to push their way into zone. Coming from the yonder Skyhook.
Shield cell here.
Lavender does have high ground. Lavender knows they're there. It's always nice to give your teammates a little, hey, we're up here, don't forget about it.
Follow me.
EOS has a relatively decent position inside this next circle. Give themselves a little bit of room. Their back's not completely to the circle. They have rotation options if need be. And Stanner has a Nessie charm. So there's a lot of wins going on.
Target spotted.
That's going to be actually a beautiful play. Lavender, low ground right now. You know Kieto's directly above you. So they not only took the high ground, but Gwen's able to take down one. They took high ground and they took control of a beautiful situation. That was not in their favor at all, but one rotation comes out, and that's all it takes. Dingus is down, so you're going to go for the revive on that. Lucid's going to try and get their player up. All right, down bottom, they are... I can't imagine Gwen pushes down in on this, but I have been wrong before, and unfortunately, they're going to push into a building that was occupied from Gwen's Watson fence. A 3,000 IQ play to push him right into a trap. This should be a quick and easy finish. And unfortunately for Team Lavender, they are going to be stuck inside this building. Gwen sitting up top, just wants to know where that final player is. Miss E sitting directly inside. So he's going to get the down on one. Lucid Gem. Was not aware they had one up. Oh, Dingus is actually going for revives inside.
There you are.
Only hits for 9 on the gold shield. And here comes EOS. EOS getting ready to push in. Did lose the... Oh my goodness, they lost Miss E on the rotation. I'm not sure. It looks like EOS might have high ground. EOS does. 9 squads left. Beautiful team fight over here to literally determine the fate of everyone. DMT. We did switch over to them a touch late. Sirens coming out on top of another fight today. Gonna try and get Sierra up. They're gonna keep that bow charge from distance. They should be safe as long as they don't step into this zone and reveal their positions just yet. We have EOS sitting on this corner. We've got the Sugar Mommies down bottom. Unfortunately, Sugar Mommies are going to lose one. Liz able to download Cookie Dog. Not download, just regular down. Sirens trying to keep it alive. Angie and Kai going to take that Horizon Lip up. They're going to sit just inside this cheeky little spot. There goes the Ash portal. No need to try and shoot Ash while he's in portal. But they did secure themselves a beautiful spot in the next zone. Quieto is still alive. They have a chance to take this lead and take it further. US still a full team of 3. Zodia's gonna push in. She does have the Arc Star ready to go. One hell of a spot to get stuck in. Unfortunately, Quieto is gonna be eliminated. We see Gwen fall. We see Kamor fall. They were only a team of 2. They pushed into the game deep enough. It would be a hard situation for them to lose mathematically. EOS was sitting in 3rd going into this final game with 44 points. The points that Quieto has put up so far, I don't know if it will be enough, but they could certainly give them one hell of a run for their money. Zodia able to stay alive. EOS, the one team in the top 3 left standing in this lobby. The one team that could cause upsets. They're going to need a couple more kill points to do it. Only 4 to their name so far. LLJ. Keep that caustic gas going. They're going to use the caustic gas early. Stanner says, no, let's stay alive. Exodia does have shots on. Should be able to almost gets that Horizon down. Where it stands currently, EOS looking to claim that top 2 slot. Second position, still potentially up for grabs. EOS wants that $150 for second place. Quieto all but closed out. First place. We'll give those final confirmations on socials once we go through and verify all stats, kills, points. There's going to be a beautifully accompanied graphic congratulating first place. Team Sirens, one of the teams that could play spoiler. Angie does throw that ult up. Even the sound of that ult could be potentially confusing to enemies, so it actually very heads-up play. Just let them know you're still down here. Angie's kind of looking for that zip line. The ring starts to close. EOS still alive. Beautiful plays come through from Miss Exodia as she bumps herself up to 6th. Your new lobby kill leader. 3 teams left. Danner does fall. Exodia's going to fall. Sirens take control as we move into the final 2. I do believe that this was a solo player. It was, so they should be able to clean this up. Pod dump's going to come out from Kai. That is going to be all she wrote as the new kill leader pops up, and the Sirens claim your final win. You're in the Apex Legends Proving Grounds Ladies Night. Congratulations to the Sirens. As I had mentioned earlier, we've talked about them quite a bit. We've watched their different playstyles all night long. So to see them come out and put a win on this final game, amazing plays out of the Sirens. As a team of 2, nonetheless. That is going to be it for the Apex Legends Proving Grounds Ladies Night. We're going to get those final scores tallied up, and we'll get that posted on the @BoomTV Twitter. Make sure you drop us a follow there. Make sure you join the Proving Grounds Discord, which is just discord.gg/Proving Grounds. That'll give you access to all of the tournaments that we host, whether it's Apex Legends, Valorant, Call of Duty, you name it, we'll probably host it. Until then, I will see you next month with another installment of the Apex Legends Proving Grounds. Thank you to all the new followers. I hope to see you again soon as we continue to host more amazing events like this. Until then, I'll see you later.